And yeah, like someone that can deal with like addictions and mental health stuff and all this shit. And like, could you cope with it? And what would you do to like if someone was having these problems? And I said, like, literally, that's the kind of shit that I would be great at, because I've been in that position and I know what it's like, and I could actually change people's lives. I know I could. And they did this whole massive thing and let me like say stuff like that. And I was like, yes, this is actually going to be okay. And then they were like, oh, but we couldn't offer you permanent work. We can't guarantee that you'd have work like at all. It can be whenever we want to ring you. Like if someone calls in sick or if they don't want to do it, we just call you. And it could be like any hours, like nighttime or weekends, which is the most unpopular hours for anyone to work. So like, would you be able to do that? And I was just like, well, I'm not sure, because I need money. Like I can't just live off my parents more and more and more. They're both like dying of overwork while I'm 32 living in their fucking spare room with a teddy bear. Like I can't really just commit to just once a month having some work. And she was like, oh, well, I'm sorry about that, but we could offer you work in the cafe probably. Like if you want to talk to the cook, they might be able to interview you. And I was just like, for fuck's sake. Like the only thing that people will let me do is like shitty work. And like, I don't know, they make comments, like she made a comment like, oh, it's not exactly office work, like as if I'm some like apprentice style twat that only will do like corporate shit. Like, have they seen my room? Like, look, this is me. Hang on. This is like a picture of me. There's like, I don't know if you can see that. That is who I am. Like, someone who's been insanely like creative and loving and like emotionally like full, and not an apprentice style twat that will only do a corporate business. Like, what is this shit? Why does everyone think that's who I am? So I'm getting a little weirded out by that stereotype that is being placed upon my ambitions, because it's so far from the truth. Like, administration is absolutely a compromise on everything in the world that I want, but it's a normal environment. It's like minimum wage, sitting in an office, not being bullied. That's all I actually asked for, is a fair time. So yeah, I'm not after like corporate success to be like a dick rubber in a suit. That's not my style. But that's the kind of sarcastic commentary that I kind of could see was underlaying this stuff. So they want to keep me like low and grounded by making me scrub piss off the men's floor again, which I kind of am a little reluctant to do, because I know that shit and I know how ill it makes me. So I'm trying to stay away from that. So I declined politely and tried not to think badly of the people that were interviewing me, who I trusted entirely and like instantly gave credit to. So that was very like traitor-esque. And now I have to tell everyone I know that actually the 5-month wait that I was waiting to start my new life is actually over. And like, I don't have any prospects for the future. My wine's run out, which is shit, isn't it? I don't even know where my cigarettes have gone. There they are. So I came out of there and got in the car with my mum, and she was like obviously disappointed because her daughter's an absolute failure and can't bring home even the slightest bit of ham, let alone like a whole fucking bacony pig. Like, there's just no ham that I can ever bring home. So I'm just here with my teddy. Like, you know, that kind of like forever friends bedspread, like spare room at your parents'. That's kind of the imagery that describes who I am. So my poor suffering mum is still pretending to be okay about her shitty daughter. Hang on.